Well, it has been a very long time since I've made a video. Not sure exactly how long it's honestly been, so I'm not sure if the quality will be so great. I also have a different headset, but I've had a lot of stuff going on in my life and everything, so have been away from making videos, but I had been playing two other private servers and stuff for RuneScape. I've been playing other games and yada yada. But I wanted to try to find like a server that I didn't really know a whole lot of, where it's custom, and I don't know a lot of things of the server. So I was looking for a custom server, just because it's something I've never really done, honestly. I've never really played like a hugely custom server, and there's a lot of custom stuff on this, so I figured I'd play it. But what I wanted to do was, since on here your kill count is what gives you extra drop rate. So I've been trying to farm kill count and didn't really know exactly like what the best way of doing kill count, but then figuring out that the best way of doing it is pretty much like killing hill giants. But that kind of gets a little boring. You one shot them pretty much for the most part, and it's really easy, and you don't get any money for it. So it's a little pointless in a sense. Like, yeah, I could farm the get 15,000 kill count and go to 420 and just stay there all day. But to me, I don't really feel like that's really worth it because I'm not making anything to that point. Now, with the gear that I have, not the best of gear. I mean, it's alright. I got super lucky with the Torva legs here. These I actually got my first kill that I've ever done of striped Torva. I actually got these legs, which was pretty funny. Everyone in the area that was there whenever I got these, everyone was laughing with me. So, um, but I prestiged 10 times so far, and I got gloves. I also gotten boots, but then I traded my boots for Chaotic Whip because, I mean, Beastmaster aren't too much lower than pink boots, so I figured, yeah, might as well. I still need to upgrade my plate body, which is where I was kind of wanting to get some money for to do that. And one thing that I also don't really see a whole lot for this server, icon-ps, I don't really see a whole lot of people really doing videos for this server other than pretty much dicing, and that's really it. Like dicing giveaways, and that's really it. I mean, because there's not a whole lot to this server, I guess you could say. I mean, like, skilling in this server is pretty easy. It doesn't really take long for most skills. I mean, probably the longest skill I'd say is either construction or possibly hunter. I don't know. It's probably in between those. I'm not sure about agility because I've never actually trained it. I have 44, but I did that from a lamp that I got from doing woodcutting. So I'm not really sure if agility is hard. I haven't really seen anyone really complaining about it, but I'm not really sure if it is difficult or not. Um, but what I was doing is I want to do a series of just kind of killing stuff for either a certain amount of time. I mean, I don't really want to do per se like something like killing something for 10 hours like a lot of people do. People get inspired by a friend, which does a lot of those videos for 10 hours of killing random things. But to me, I don't really feel like doing 10 hours of something is very appropriate because, I mean, for instance, like me, this gear, if you're a new player, you don't have this kind of gear. This takes a little bit of time. I've played the server now for roughly around 4-ish days. I mean, you can look, I have 7,700, so I have 77 hours played so far. A little bit of it has been for skilling. I mean, 135 rune crafting didn't really take all that much of time. I think it took like somewhere around like 1.5 or 2 hours. I don't really remember. It was more time was spent buying the runes, I think, to get the level from using instruction, which that's another thing I do want to do as well is making like a little bit of videos and stuff to help people with skilling because I know there is some people that are trying to max out just because, I mean, why not? There's not really a whole lot to completely do on this server other than really making money, get rich, and pretty much that's the way people play this game. And so what I'm doing is killing. I did 1,000 kills of Luigi's because I know that they can drop inboxes. I wanted to see how often they really drop them. Now, they don't show up on the NPC log, sadly. I really kind of wish they did, so you could actually see that I did kill that many. Well, it would have been more, but I started with a 4,800 NPC kill count whenever I started killing these. So I killed 1,000 Luigi's. Now, sadly, this should have went way faster. It probably should have only taken me, I'd say, like I feel like it should only take me maybe like 2 or 3 hours. I wasn't paying enough attention at all. I was watching YouTube videos, watching anime, doing all that stuff, not really paying 100% attention to it, which, I mean, that's the thing as well. Like, who is really going to fully pay attention the whole time they're playing the game, like the whole day they're playing? You're not really going to do that. So this took me about 4 hours to do this, doing 1,000 kills. Now, I was doing this again just to see like what you could really get. I literally got 0 inboxes. I got no inboxes whatsoever. Now, granted, the people I have seen that get inboxes from Luigi's usually have a pretty high drop rate. Usually it's either 20% or higher. Mine's only a 12% drop rate, with having the whip. But this is the loot that I got. This is it. Also, these keys, all these keys I got as well. These tickets are just from me being here, and of course, being AFK and like going away from the computer, things like that. I was in total. I was actually here for roughly 6 hours. Again, though, that's with like stopping and playing the game and like more paying attention to what I'm watching. So, this took me quite a bit of time though to do. Roughly, I said roughly 4 hours or so to kill the 1,000 that I did. Again, it should have been way faster. But I did get 3 party hats. These are only roughly about 5 bill each, I do believe, so not so much there. I thought it was really nice, though. The first party hat I actually did get, though, was a purple one, which that is my favorite party hat, so I thought that was pretty awesome to get that. But then I got all these, and then these are really hilarious, I feel. These are pretty funny. I'm pretty sure these are priceless. They're pretty much junk. But the funny thing is, when you wear it, it goes on your head for one, but it also makes your head invisible, which I honestly find quite hilarious. Yeah, it's just a funny little item, honestly. They apparently are rather rare, though. I got 2 of them from the 1,000 kills that I did and 3 party hats, but the main thing is the crystal keys. I got 271 crystal keys, which is actually quite bad. Because if we look here, 329 crystal keys is what I already have. Now, this was from killing 1,000 Pikachus. And that's pretty much what I got. I mean, that's pretty much the best items I got, I guess you could say. I mean, I did get 2 set of Dragon Claws from killing Pikachus, but really, other than that, there really wasn't much worth to honestly really killing Luigi's, honestly, because I got not too many more keys. I mean, truly, it's pretty close to the same. I mean, because of the fact that Luigi's drop potions, and they drop quite often. They drop charms, which is another thing I didn't pick up. I'm not going to be picking up everything from doing these videos. I did pick up a little bit of cash, but I mean, really, the cash. I mean, if I would have probably picked it all up, it would have maybe have been like 2 or 3 bill, maybe. I don't even think it would have been that much, because they drop 6 mil at a time. But I wanted to kind of do these videos though to try to help out maybe newer players or someone that's trying to like kind of make money. And for people that maybe not know how to come here, if you just do : customs, you'll teleport here, and then Luigi's are just right over there. Now, again, though, I'm gonna go off and say that Luigi's are not worth it to kill. For a newer player, you would pretty much want to just more stick to either SpongeBob's or Pikachu's. Now, me, I prefer to say Pikachu's because to me, they're a little bit easier to kill. SpongeBob's take a little bit longer to kill. They have a bit more HP. and overall, they do have like drops that are pretty decent, like if you're wanting to prestige and whatnot. So I mean, they're not a bad thing to really kill because they drop all the next items besides normal Torva. They don't. That's what they don't drop. Um, but they drop like Virtus and Pernix. They drop those things. So that's actually a pretty nice thing to do. Also, as well, from killing the 1,000 that I did kill of Luigi's, gave me 8,000 custom points, which wasn't even worth it again. I mean, honestly, custom points are going to be 100% real useful at all, other than really just trying to get the veteran achievement. But yeah, I mean, like I said, this was something that I kind of want to do though. Um, I mean, not sure how long I'll really like play this server. I mean, there's so many times where I start making videos and it falls off. Like I stop making videos and I'm pretty much done with it. I stop for like a month or two and then finally come back after a bit. But I wanted to kind of do this to kind of like keep me kind of enjoying of playing the server. Like it's where I'm not just sitting there just grinding out the game. I'm like actually making content, helping people out, and things like that. And that's one of the things I've always liked to do. Is it definitely keeps me playing the game, which is what I more so enjoy. So yeah, this is something that I'm gonna start doing though. More so right now, I'm also waiting for on PK Honor. For people that know that I play that server a lot, um, they're actually attempting to make an actual mode for Iron Man, which is something that I'm waiting for right now. So that's why I was trying to find another server so I don't get too burnt out on PK Honor. But once they make PK Honor having Iron Man mode, that'll probably be what I'm primarily going to switch to. I'm not 100% sure how I'll do videos on there. Probably do like like how I started and what I'm doing, and kind of like a progress video, but also kind of like showing people like a good way of like doing Iron Man stuff. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much the end of this. I just wanted to kind of start this out with a pretty simple one. Killing 1,000 Luigis. That wasn't too difficult. Also, as well, showing you loots that I got pretty much from killing 1,000 Pikachus, because I can show you right here on achievements, wherever it is. Yeah, right there, killing 1,000 Pikachus. And that really didn't take that long. I'm not 100% on how long it took me. I'd say at most it took me about 2 hours. That's what I would say. It's about 2 hours, maybe a little bit more. I'm not. I mean, because again, watching videos and stuff, it's pretty easy to lose track of how much time you're really doing something for, because you're not paying 100% attention, honestly. But this is one of the things I'm trying to do though, is trying to complete all the achievements. Opening the 500 crystal chest. I don't even know what the hell. No idea what is happening. I will be right back. Okay, yeah, I have no idea what the hell that was about. I've never honestly had that happen before. Yeah, I have no idea what that was. That was really random. But yeah, I was kind of wanting to start doing these though. I don't really see a whole lot of people doing this kind of stuff. So I thought, again, start out with something pretty easy. Killing 1,000 Luigi's and killing 1,000 Pikachus. Showing the loots that I got from it. So in total, let's see, how many keys do I have? In total, I have exactly 600 keys. And that's kind of weird though. Killing 1,000 Pikachus and 1,000 Luigi's gave me 600 keys. It's honestly not bad. Now, exactly what I'm going to do with these crystal keys. Now, yes, I could open up all of them and, for one, get the achievement. But I don't really feel like I want to do that quite yet. Because what I'm actually going to do, I know it would probably take me a while to do this, but I want to try to sell all of these for like 4 or 5 bill each. Might take me a little bit, not really 100% sure. What I may try to do though is try to trade someone a few hundred of these keys for trying to get a striped Torva body. Try to get that so that I can finally have most of the stripe set. I mean, need to get new boots. I might try to prestige again, because I mean, pretty much after I did my 10 prestiges, I just didn't even train didn't even train major range, and just pretty much started grinding out combat stats. Now, another thing too is, I mean, like I said before, like skilling stuff. I might do videos of skilling stuff on here, like kind of showing like a good way of doing stuff and things like that. But I'm not 100% on what I'm gonna do with that. But I mean, right now, as it stands, I don't have the best money in the world right now. I mean, to some people, I guess that's a bit of money, but for the things I'm trying to get right now, this isn't really a whole lot. I mean, because if I had like 1 trill cash right now, it would be gone. I would not have it, and I would have a striped body, or at least hopefully have a striped body. Now, I mean, once getting a striped body, I might try doing some bosses, possibly. I'm not really 100%, because I guess the next thing would be to try to go for an Ares shield. I'm not 100% on how expensive they are, to be honest, but I'll look into it. I think they're like 1 trill as well. I think I might try doing like that boss. Like for bosses, I feel like I may try to do like just like a loot from like 100 of them, maybe, or possibly 500, depending on how hard the boss is, how annoying it is, if it's easy, how long it takes me to kill, things like that. If it's something that would take me, like 10 hours, if I was to kill like 1,000 of them, I probably wouldn't quite do that. But if it's a boss that takes me like maybe, I don't know, like 5 minutes or something to kill, roughly around there, like I might do like a loot from 500 of them. I was thinking of honestly doing like a loot from like 500 wreckers, because they are a pretty easy boss. I mean, like I think that's what it's called. Boss teleport. Yeah, Wrecker. I've gotten a few drops from Wrecker. I've gotten 224Ks and I think a burst. Or no, I got 2 bursts and 124K. So they're, it's not the best boss in the world to kill, but I mean, from the fact that like I've looked at the loot table from the drop table that is on the forums, and even from killing Luigi's 1,000 times, the loot that it shows on the forums, the loot that I got from them was different. Like for one, it didn't even say that they dropped party hats, and they do. Again, with like sexy Torva legs, it says they don't even drop those either. It also says it's a 1 in 65 drop rate to get, for a chance of any of the loot on the like what it showed. And I mean, for the fact I killed 1,000 and got I got 17 drops, if I am correct. Which, I mean, 17 drops. I got pretty lucky, I suppose. I mean, that's a little bit few extra loots compared to what the drop rate is supposed to be. But of course, I also do have 12% drop, so I'm not 100% if that really changed a whole lot because of the fact of having 12%. But I can see this video though is already becoming quite long, a hell of a lot longer than I expected it to be. But yeah, I mean, again, I haven't made a video in a while, so I figured, might throw out a good 20-minute video. This probably should only have been like a 5-minute video, but again, it's nice to kind of be back to making a video again. I mean, I did have a whole bunch of videos that I was going to upload at first. I had like 12 videos to upload that was from Elotic, but found out that Elotic was actually shut down, and obviously because of that, there's not much of a point to upload the video, or all the videos I had. So hope you do enjoy though, and guess see you next one. Peace.